Hi everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Let's jump into topics. I'm planning to make the video short so that everybody can see because of lack of patience in the people who view actually. Uh, See, the mantra for today is something very important. As a student, we have progress report, and a student always is monitored by the progress report, whether he is pass, fail, or high marks, low marks, whatever. An employee is appraised by his performance appraisal. So whether he is making progress, whether he get promotion, increment, whatever, an employer, his boss reviews his performance and appraisal is done. But as a trader, he is not reviewed or appraised by any other person. Even spouse also will not know. Okay, your friend, nobody will be knowing about your performance as a trader. Only you can do it because it is a something different thing. Only you know how to do it. Okay, that is the reason that because of lack of performance appraisal, everybody does whatever they want to do, whether you are able to succeed or not. Nobody is reviewing it, nobody is able to tell you whether you are going the right direction. So this is self appraisal process. Unless you take somebody as a mentor and you follow them and somebody guides you, you share with your trade book with them, understand what is the problem, what is the mistake you are making, and what mistakes you should avoid. If that kind of mentorship, if somebody can do it, then you'll be able to go forward as a trader very fast. Okay, so just understand this is a very important concept. As a trader, you need some mentor who can monitor your performance and take you in the right path. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for you to progress forward, because otherwise you know what is happening for a student and employee, but the trader, there is nobody to appraise you whether you are going the right direction or not. Nobody is able to tell you. Okay, this is very important thing, just keep in mind. So coming to the Gann point logic, what happened yesterday was a trending day we saw. Today it was completely the complete swing actually. So today morning we went above slightly above the long breakout and then reached the first target and also previous day high. If you see, yesterday's previous day high slightly broken actually. Okay, it is a fake breakout actually. It broke out few points and then started reversing and gave a sell signal at the end of the day, almost like around 2 o'clock, 2:15. Okay, so it is very good thing. The indication was from the option pain actually, where the option pain was not moving at all. It was around 21,700 itself, it was not moving at all. So that's the reason I started shorting from 22,000 calls actually, and then also shorted the 22,000 puts, and then it had a stop loss order, and then tried to manage the trade. It was very good day for me. Okay, and in case of Nifty, same thing actually, but Nifty was comparatively strong. But as soon as the AGM was progressing and people are expecting for something, maybe bonus or a dividend, some big thing they're expecting, but since they not got anything, then Reliance also fell down by almost 4.5%. The thing is that in case of Nifty also, it's a very good opportunity for buying 10,750 put. I even saw that for 54 rupees, but it went to 100 rupees gain actually. 100 rupees gain, but since I was concentrating on Bank Nifty, as I mentioned that focus something on only one thing and try to master it. It's good, very good thing. It gives good result. Uh, Instead of monitoring even Nifty, Bank Nifty, focus on one thing. Nifty focus or Bank Nifty, then you'll be able to make good money. Okay, that's the point. Coming to power of power of 2, Bank Nifty gave a signal very late. It was a big gap up, so we could not catch a signal here. Similarly, here we got a signal here in the 2 o'clock. By the time the signal we got, almost most of the run was completed, and we saw almost we took the support at the yesterday's low. Okay, 21,240 levels, and here also same place. Almost we got support. So this expiry, there is a very less chance we will break 21,000. So tomorrow anything like 21,000, 20,200 put shorting could be a good opportunity. But if there is based on the Dow Jones and Singapore Nifty, we may not get the opportunity to get a very good rate for these puts, because if there will be gap up, most probably that again we will try to go around 21,700 levels to say 800 levels, and then come down and close around 21,500 levels. This is what I am expecting, because the Gann midpoint, if you see, last week also same thing happened. We have been around 21,500 for last 2 days Gann midpoint, and tomorrow also expect the same thing, but the swing could be till here around 21,800 and 21,300. So first there will be gap up, and then 2,700 will go, then to come down, and then close here. This is what expected tomorrow. So accordingly, take a trade on rise, try to short the calls, and on the down, try to short the puts. This way you can hedge most probably one point won't be able to get around 300 points of triangle also if you take the right entry. In case of Nifty also same thing, the GAN midpoint it was slightly different from Bank Nifty because high was little higher by almost say 80 points actually, 80 points, and low was higher by 20 points. But the GAN midpoint is around 10,100 levels. So there is a high probability that 10,100 levels could be the expiry also tomorrow. So just keep a watch between these two levels, 660 and 700. These two levels could be the expiry period. Just take a note of this and keep a watch. Don't blindly trade just because I told something, GAN midpoint. You also monitor this for a week or two, how it is working. GAN midpoint is a very powerful concept based on which a lot of buying and selling is happened. Is a midpoint. Okay, so tomorrow for Nifty this is the thing, but because of low value of premium, the low weeks, you may not be able to get a very good premium. But if you have the guts to take the short of the calls when the market gaps up around 10,780 or something, if anything goes like that, then 10,700 call shorting could be a good opportunity to get premium, good premium. Coming to the daily view, Nifty as usual it is very strong. Slightly it is down. In case of Arun up, Arun down is completely weak. The bears are completely weak at 8 levels. So Nifty is in the hands of bulls only. In case of Bank Nifty, both bulls are becoming and bears are becoming very weak. Unless otherwise bears need to come up and then bulls need to weaken. Only that's the time short opportunity will get. Unless otherwise the swing of 21,000 is broken, we will not be able to get any shorting opportunity. But as a trader, option trader, whether the market is range bound or uptrend, downtrend, whatever, your objective is to capture some 100 points, 150 points, whatever. That's very important. If you can capture 100 points in a day and based on the volume, you can make very good money. So don't bother about whether market is on the uptrend or downtrend or range bound. Your logic goal should be to capture some 100 points, something like that. That's more than sufficient, and you can make good amount of money just trading Bank Nifty with good amount of quantities. Coming to the hourly time frame, coming to the hourly time frame, we are still around this range only, 150 points range. We are entering, they're coming out, entering again. Tomorrow the possibly again we'll enter here. Just frustrating the traders who are holding the option buying, who bought options. The market is trying to frustrate them actually. In case of Bank Nifty, we saw that the market has come down 15 degrees. Now, as per the expectation 45 degree, it was around 10,700 level. We reached the 45 degree range as expected, and then came down actually. Okay, so this way use the degrees when there is a steep rise or decrease in the fall and rise, then you can use this degree of method to find what is the mean reversion. And in case of Heikin Ashi, Nifty is as a red bar. Yesterday it was open equal high, very strong bearish bar, but today it is like almost like a doji. So tomorrow if there is a green bar again, then there will be reversal. There's only 2 days of reversal from bullish to bearish market, then again there is reversal. So there could be a 2-3 days of doji also possible before giving, because the market does not give any opportunity to bears in one go. After strong 6 days of bullish move, they want to just frustrate the bears and then they take it forward. So you have to be very careful. Keep a tab on this. Don't think that this is a failure. I will not be following this, something else I will follow. If you do, one day or other it will give a good move. Okay, so just keep a one method, whatever method you are following, just follow that continuously. It is not failure. This is what market is indicating. There is no range. This is a range bound move. There is no trending move as of now. And then coming to Bank Nifty, the momentum was very good actually for the past 3 days on the downside. We got almost 1,500 points down move we got. Today we recovered almost of our 450 points, 500 points, but we gave everything at the end of the day. The momentum has not increased, but the open equal to high is there, indicating that it is a bearish momentum. That's the only thing. Okay, so nothing hurry burry to go long positions. Wait for the signals. Coming to key data points, as I mentioned, Bank Nifty, the PCR is very low, 0.55 to 0.5 and all is very highly oversold. So shorting may not be good opportunity from here. So look for opportunity for rise and then you can short. And Nifty has also come down to 0.63 levels. Instead of the upper, if the market, if the price would have sustained on the upside today, then there is a chance that PCR could have improved actually. but it has come to 0.6 levels. Possible that tomorrow in expiry it can go to 0.5 levels, and then the reversal can come on the upside on the next week expiry. In case of high open interest, 10,800 continues to remain the big resistance. Actually, we need to break 10,800 levels for the next up move to come. Till the time, it's going to be a rise and sell only. Then in case of Bank Nifty, 22,000 call was the highest open interest. Just follow this actually, this open interest high or low, whatever is there, when the market trying to go there, if the open interest, whatever the position keepers, for example, 20,000 call writers are there, if they aren't afraid, they keep adding the more calls actually. So that's a place you can understand, it's a very good opportunity to short. Similarly, when the market goes on downside, 20,000 put trade will be a good opportunity to short. This way you have to take the positions. In case of Lakshman Rekha, bullish from all perspective, even the trailing stop loss is giving a bullish momentum. In case of Bank Nifty, but 21,409 is the closing price. Till we close below 21,361, we are bullish from the opening point of Lakshman Rekha. But trailing stop loss, we are already bearish. We got almost 500 points of the trailing stop loss. In case of okay, this one is the same, PCR is same only. In case of IV, there is not much change. Moving averages same, we are in the same range only, there is no change as actually. In case of FI data, there is no update as of now. I'll update in Telegram channel. In case of Fibonacci ratio also, 22,000 will be a good resistance actually. Once we cross 22,000, then only we can think of 23,000, 24,000 levels, but not sure when, because the lockdown is extended in most of cities. Again the same problem will come, but however the news on vaccine and all is giving some hopes. There's the only thing, somebody is planting the news of vaccine and then keeping the momentum on the upside. So today the Nifty Infosys was a result good as expected, better than expectation is the news. So that's the way tomorrow Nifty can go on the upside, boosted by the Infosys. So today if you just see 22,000 call, what happened? So the big bar, what is there in the volume chart? If you see the big bar below the VWAP breaking indicates that a good momentum on the downside. So you have to look for the big bars actually. The big bars will give you indication. This is a volume bar. The big bars will give you indication that big guys are shorting this call option with big volumes. When he rise was resting at the VWAP. If you see VWAP, not even single close happened above the VWAP. It tried how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it tried to break above the VWAP. Every time these guys keep selling more. So this way, and also see the volume profile. This is also showing, indicating that there is a resistance at the top side, and then went to the bottom at 25 levels. Okay, so this is the way you do for option trading. Here doing option trading will be a contra trade. You can try it, because when you see at almost 210 levels is the last, yesterday also it could not go this much level. It is a very good trade if you take 210 levels, but the good opportunity will be around 180 levels will be the right opportunity to short when it goes below the VWAP with a big red candle. Similarly, for option buyers, the opportunity was from 21,800 put actually. We went above the VWAP. Once we went above the VWAP with a big volume bar, then we went all the way to 550-60 levels. Okay, this is, thing is that whenever you are buying that option, for put option, call option, whatever, you should be able to take at least 20-30 points from the price you have taken. Okay, then only you will be able to catch this move. And also when you buy this option, put option at 250 rupees, whatever, okay, you are getting double, but the risk of losing premium is also there. So you have to be very cautious and quick in booking the profits. Doubling the money is not an easy thing in just 1 hour time, because you are getting this signal by around 2:10, roughly 1 hour. In 1 hour the game is completed. So you should be very patient. At the same time, you should be lucky enough to get this move like this. Okay, so that's the reason that you have to be very cautious. Wait for the right momentum. As an option buyer, you have a chance of losing at the same time and also very good profits, but this cannot be all the time. If you 2 o'clock you buy this and nothing happens and then start reversing, then you might lose money. Okay, so option trading could be a good opportunity and high probability of success. So the morning in the PCR, if you see the 21,700 PCR is around 0.82. Then after that, once the 21,700 support was broken, then started falling very sharply. Today there is a problem in the capturing the data, so I cannot capture the entire data for this tick by tick. the entire momentum was bearish, all the signals were bearish except for this premium on the futures. Otherwise everything was bearish. So tomorrow there could be a gap up, again the same thing of what today happened, today will happen. On the rise there will be a sell-off, and expected tomorrow Bank Nifty 12500 expiry expected, and similarly here on Nifty around 10,650 to 10,100 should be the level for expiry. So just keep a watch on this, and accordingly you can take a trade. So this is the breakout levels for tomorrow. Long breakout 20,700, short breakout 20,900. So on dips you can sell 20,000 puts, on rise 20,700 calls. This is a very good strategy, triangles. And in case of Nifty, 10,750 is the long breakout, 10,480 is the short breakout. So 10,500 puts and 10,750 calls will be a good opportunity for shorting. Okay, yesterday we saw how Google Finance you can capture this 30 minutes. So 30 minutes chart data, how we can capture in this Google Finance. So today, as I told you, like on 9:45, you have to just copy paste in the next data so that you can capture this signal. Okay, now we'll see how we can automate this in Google Finance. It's a simple thing. So yesterday we saw like you put a buy signal if condition. I'm not putting it here. So what you do is 9:45, you just copy this, Control C, and then go here where you want to paste here, paste special values. Okay, so at 9:45 you should do this, and then you put a if condition. If the price is the last traded price is higher than this high, then you will buy, and in case of lower than this low, then you will sell. So at 9:45, how to do this? Okay, this automate, how we can do macro and automate this process every day automatically. Okay, let me just add one Excel sheet, one sheet here. Okay, go here somewhere, keep here, and now what you do, go to tools, macros, record macro. Okay, record new macro is going on. Go to sheet 1. What you do, what the range you want to copy, just copy, tell Control C, go here where you want to paste special values only. Okay, and click somewhere else and then save, click save. I'm telling you test. Okay, say 30-minute breakout. I'll tell 30-minute breakout. Okay, so this is the macro name. I'm saving as a macro name. Now what I will do, edit the script and automate this. Now go to tools, script editor. So anybody who is not able to follow, just see the video again, you will be able to know that. So this script, what you can see. Now go to edit, current projects triggers. So now what you can do is you can trigger some macro at particular time. Add trigger. So you can recall the macro, what is the macro you may name, that you will break out. And the head, just leave it as it is. You can tell here time driven, and then go here specific date and time. Now here you have to put the time to a date, 2020 July 16 09 45. So this time I want to run this macro, notify me daily in failure. Okay, now save. So automatically, oh, it's not saved actually, that's the reason it is selling. Save. Now saved, macro saved, loading data. Okay, dismiss. Since I not saved the file, it is giving the error actually. So let me just save this. I'll tell YouTube. Okay, I'll just fill this name and then record the macro. Hope it will be there actually. Let me just try again. Edit current projects triggers. So this will be okay. You can see, because I not shared the file, you are not able to see. Now this one at 9:45, if you just edit this, you can see this will run at 9:45 every day. Just after a day and whatever, you create this macro 9:45 and then automatically it will run. So you can see at 9:45 this will come automatically. So this is the way you can record a macro and run the macro also at particular time. In case you want to run particular macro on particular every day, okay, not a particular time, then you can do that also. For example, you can tell here time driven, and then you can tell here every minute. For example, certain things you want to trade data every minute you want to run, you can run every minute also. And similarly, you can run every hour, every day, that also is possible. Okay, So this is how you can use Google Finance, and one of the feature of Google Finance of recording macro also I showed you. Hope you enjoy the video. Please subscribe and like the channel. This will motivate me to give you new information and educative things to you. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.